Hello to all my friends out there. Hi, you guys. Here we are again. I hope everyone is being careful and I hope everyone is okay. Well, we survived another day, didn't we? Oops. I'm really miserable. I need earrings and I need makeup, lipstick in particular. I mean, it's not killing me, but today I needed some foundation. And I went out to the store and there was a lady in the store coughing, so I said it's not worth it. So I can't, really shop in peace. This is a cute little teapot for those of you who haven't seen it. It's like a little honey pot. Isn't it so cute? I got it at the Himalaya shop. I can't go there either. It's dangerous. Okay, I was making dinner. And I made a meatloaf and I thought, wow, this is just about as easy as frozen food. Let me show you. So I had a few carrots. Let me see if it's showing. And, I had a small potato. But I learned this from Jan from New York City. Big thank you, Jan. Saves money. And it was on the meatballs, but if you drizzle a little tomato sauce and a little Parmesan cheese, that is going to make a very tasty meatloaf. And this meal is literally, I'll put it in just for a minute, is literally just as easy as a frozen dinner. Okay, so I watched two good movies. Normally I don't watch TV, but what I'm doing is I'm walking inside because I cannot get outside. I cannot go outside that much because who knows, how people are going to react with this unemployment thing. I mean, it could be dangerous. Who's to know? I'm not willing to find out, so I'm just being careful. Tensions are rising, as the money is running out. Here's the exercise video. I put the actual video on my Twitter. This is it, Fabulous 50, 30-minute get fit indoor walking workout for women over 50. So I was following her already, Fabulous 50, before she made this video, and I'm so glad I was because I need to walk 2 hours a day, and I used to walk inside. It's getting hot here, and that was one good thing because the mall was air conditioned. If you've been following me, you saw me doing it. So I need to do this video 4 times, but I need to rest and recover because I'm old. I'm not 50, I'm 65. So I have to, exercise in between. So I watched 2 movies, Ford versus Ferrari. It was really good. My son told me to watch it. And then today I watched The Assignment, which was a bizarre movie, but I really liked it. I really love the end. And it answered some questions. If any of you have ever wondered about certain criminals that were megalomaniacs, well, she was one. Okay, so now, ooh, yummy, yummy, yummy. So this is my meal that is just as easy as a TV dinner. It's going to be good, too. I have some sour cream in the refrigerator. So see my little carving? This is what I sell, home decor. I showed it to you guys. And I brought my 2 little plants in to look cute. And if you have a garden, this kind of stuff, if you can find, it's a little pricey, used $20. And then I had 98 views on these and 1 watcher. I don't really like this kind of stuff for eBay because it's expensive to ship, but I got those free. Somebody left them in the laundry room, so I took them. So today, you know, when I was out, I had to go to the bank. What I'm doing is I'm buying food that I can use for the stockpile. That means I'm buying a food in a way that if I don't eat it this week, next month, in 6 months, it's going to be good still. So yesterday, yesterday I made a big salad. But most of my salad came out of the stockpile. I had some lettuce and tomatoes, and I had some onions. So I had to eat white onions on my salad. So I thought from now on I'm switching to red onions because you can use those in your meatloaf and they're just as good. I had olives, croutons, cheese, and bacon. So by buying your food that way, you're gonna have food in 6 months, in a year, in 2 years. So today I bought 2 of these breadcrumbs, and last time that I bought these I should have kept them in the freezer. It may not be the best, and I bought some honey because you can use that in your bread baking, and I posted a video to do with the starter, and I think I like her method because there's nothing in it except flour and water, but you have to get the proper amounts, and then after 5 days you can keep it in the freezer. It's not this ongoing mess, so I'm going to try that. And then I got some baking soda because the other day I went to get this, you know, in case I can't find yeast so I can make soda bread. I got some capers and some onions, some olives. It's very late, you guys. I got some, when I used up one spaghetti sauce, I got a spaghetti sauce. I had some in the refrigerator. And then they had big bottles of soy sauce. So by buying this kind of food that's going to stay, basically I'm going to canned food. You know, your canned food is not going to go bad on you, and if I can find it marked down, oh, much better. And then if I don't eat, I use my cheap hamburger. I bought I wouldn't say cheap. I would say economical. Okay, so it was part soy. That's why it was so inexpensive. And I found it to be okay. So we're having a lot of problems with the meat. You know, right? I don't know what's going to happen if the chicken places keep getting yummy. I'll try to show you this. If I drop this, I'm going to be so mad. Look at this tasty meatloaf, you guys. Thanks, Jan, if you're out there. And this is very inexpensive. I made this meatloaf with 2, I had a couple carrots, and then I had green beans left, so I might as well eat those too. So this is eating up all the food in the freezer. So the exercising is really taking a big chunk out of my day. Especially, you know, when I'm having to stop and rest and watch movies. The Assignment. Check it out if you want to check out Megalomaniac. Okay, so one of the followers said buy whole body chickens, and I think that is a good strategy. But if you buy the chicken tenderloins that are pretty cheap at Walmart, then you're not paying for any bone or any skin. You can't eat the bone and the skin. I think that chicken tenderloin I bought lasted me about a month, the big bags. Let me see if this thing is still going. Okay. The internet kept going down today here in this area. All right, nope, that's not it. Here's Jen from New York City recipe for the meatballs. So I added this to my my meatloaf recipe. Go to this channel. Jan from New York City saves money. For one thing, she lives in New York, so she should keep us posted on what's going on. Well, what's going on is they're still having problems with the coronavirus. It's very dangerous. And here is the they pretty much know the source of this. They know where the coronavirus is now because we've been sequestered. So if you guys go into crowds and you catch it, you're going to have to face those people in the emergency room that you might possibly kill when you give it to them. It's very dangerous. Let me give you my chili, because you thought it wasn't dangerous, and yet a lot of people have told us it is. I know of one person who died, 2 people who got it, and I know some other stuff that is not repeatable, really. You know, we have our problems here on the West Coast too, you know? Okay, so now let me taste a little bite until I'll show you. So I'm enjoying Netflix. Right, take a look. I can't actually taste it yet because it's hot and I would really, really hurt myself. Okay, I want to mention a few things. Okay, where is this? Okay, so I want to buy food in a way that's going to protect me in the future. If I don't eat it this week or next week or in 6 months or a year, it's still going to be good. I'm trying to get even the dented cans. I bought this tomato sauce 50% off, but it doesn't expire until 2022. So I'm going to have to make something out of it now. Okay, and I'm mostly stockpiling cans because I don't want my stuff getting destroyed. Also, if I have to evacuate, I want to be able to throw it into the car real fast. Hopefully I will get it boxed up. It's not. It's a mess. Okay, and I'm creating a box, and in that box is food that I would normally trash, but I'm keeping it because we don't know what the future holds. And what I'm doing is I'm looking at the China model. Okay, China is saying we gave it to them. No, they gave it to us. And so now it's in Beijing, and what I'm watching for is the second wave. And why am I doing this? Because I'm looking at the Spanish flu model. And so the Spanish flu was actually 10 years before the Great Depression. So I'm preparing for a depression or a recession because I'm taking into the account what happened during the Spanish flu. Because he who ignores the past is doomed to repeat the past. Okay, now what I made today, let me show you. I didn't eat my yogurt last night, so I made a tasty little batch of yogurt. And then I have these Jellos, and I like to put my yogurt on top of the Jello. The yogurt recipe is in my house here somewhere, but I cannot find it. And if you stockpile evaporated milk, cans of it, then you're always going to have yogurt, you guys. It's really yummy. Once you get the hang of making it. And then the other thing I want the hang of making is the sourdough starter. You can use brewer's yeast or hops. So if you have beer, you can let your beer go flat, and I'm sure you can use that. I'll be investigating that. Okay, I want to mention something. In the Bible, they talk of Gog and Magog, and you might think that's China and Russia, like I did, but actually it's not. It's Russia. And also in the Bible, Russia is referred to land of the north. And you can easily check these facts out with Wikipedia. Persia was Iran. Kush was Ethiopia, black nations of Central Africa. Put was Libya. Gomer was Germany. And Beth Togarma, Asia Minor and Turkey. Kings from the east would be China, also described as a demonic horde, which does not sound good. So just keep that in mind, you know, as we're going through this hell. I want to mention a couple of things. This news channel is really good, and this news channel is really good. And Christopher Green AM TV is good too. So this was, you know, I think the report yesterday, WION, China in Focus, NTD, and Christopher Green AM TV. And I want to mention something about AM TV, because this is kind of interesting. Okay, this was, I think, yesterday. It was probably the day before. AMTV, Man Sees Vision from God, Project Bluebeam, which was that they would try to fake us out with a fake alien invasion, and little girl confirms it. Air Force, oh, and this was Richie from Boston. Air Force spraying the skies and a UFO. So now, just before we experienced the lockdown, Christopher Green mentioned that, you know, we better stock up on food. So I ran out not knowing how long we were going to be stocked up, or how that was, locked down, or how that was really going to work out. And so what I did was I stocked up, and I have been buying silver. So then, so in this video, Man Sees Vision from God, Project Bluebeam, he actually drew a flying saucer that he dreamed about. And then the little girl mentioned some poison in the air, poisonous air. So I thought, well, I'm just going to stay in for 3 days, and I'm going to listen to him. I've been following him a long time. And last night I was sleeping, and I had a dream, and it was a dream of a bipedal wolf. So you might be thinking, how do you know what a bipedal wolf looks like? I had no idea, but I know what one looks like now. I posted a photo of an Egyptian hieroglyphic on my Twitter. I know this sounds crazy, but I don't care, you guys. And on my Instagram of what. And so what I was thinking when I had the dream is it was a Canis beam, you know, UFO Canis beam. And what he was doing is he was like in the woods, and it was like a dog that was like a person, and he was looking into a house. But I was telling my son, his dog does that all the time. He uses his paws like hands, and he unlocks the door, and he stands up on his 2 hind feet and spies on the neighbors all the time. But this was like a big Canis bean, and it was either light brown or light gray. And those are, when I was thinking of UFOs, I was thinking of like a gray, like a alien. But there's been mention of sightings of bipedal wolves, and one of the most famous is James Casbolt, and I always believed him, but I had no idea what. I mean, you cannot conjure stuff that you have no conception of. So anyway, it's possible that maybe, and then there's another thing. Okay, a lot of Christians say like a bipedal wolf is a demon, or what are these, aliens or demons? But a demon does not have a body. That is a big difference. when James Casbolt was talking about tracking one, it was a being with a body, which is totally different. A demon doesn't have a body. So I just want to report to you, I have dreamed of a bipedal wolf that looks exactly like those Egyptian hieroglyphics. So do I think that the bipedal wolf, at least one, is here on the earth? Yeah. And that's basically what Christopher Green was saying, is they're here. I don't know which ones he saw, but that's what I dreamed up. And I have no way of actually dreaming up a bipedal wolf because, you know, I hope I never see one in person. Okay, you guys, that's it for that. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and God bless you all.